Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to kick off with my first Halloween tutorial for the year. So I'm first going in with this peach eyeshadow from the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I'm using this as my transition shade, just dusting that into the crease. And then I'm going in with this purple shade from Motives Cosmetics, and I'm just starting to build that into the crease as well with a smaller tapered blending brush. And I did my foundation and base off camera already, but basically just building up those colors. And then I'm going in with this deeper purple shade. This is from the Urban Decay Electric palette, and I'm starting to deepen up that outer corner and slowly dragging that up into the crease as well. I'm just slowly building up the colors and starting to create more depth. And then I'm going in with this gorgeous like hot red orangish shade from the Urban Decay Electric palette, and I'm starting to take that like at the inner corner of the brow and just starting to pack that on. And then I'm going back in with that purple shade and placing that underneath that like reddish orange shade and starting to deepen up that inner part of the crease. And then I'm going in with like this orange kind of peachy shade from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm just using this to blend out the edges of that eyeshadow. Going back to the Urban Decay Electric palette, I'm taking that like pink shade and I'm starting to like dust the little like teardrop looking things underneath my eye. So I'm just starting to drag down the shadow, and I am going to be using a lot of products for this look. So basically you just want to find like colorful eyeshadows that you already have in your collection. And then I'm going in with the blue shade from that Urban Decay palette, and next the green shade, and same thing, I'm just kind of starting to create like the base of where I want the colors, and then we can go back in and do more blending and like detailing later. And then I'm going into the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm taking that teal shade and I'm starting to pack that onto the tear duct area, and basically just packing that on. This is just going to be a base shade, and then I'm going to go in with a brighter shimmery shade on top, just because I didn't have like any light shimmery teal shades. And then I'm going in with that shimmery color and I'm placing that on top in the tear duct area. And I did wet my brush with this just so it's a little bit more pigmented, and then later on we'll go back in and do a little bit more highlighting. Again, going in with this deep purple shade. This is from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm starting to pack this on the outer corner of my eye. That last purple shade that I was using just wasn't deep enough, so this one's giving me a lot more depth, and I'm just packing it on and then I blend out the edges. And then going in with this deep like royal blue shade, and I'm placing that on the lower lash line just because this one has a little bit more shimmer, a little bit more depth to it. So just kind of dragging that shadow downward. Again, we're just kind of creating that base. And then for my lid shade, I'm going in with this gold eyeshadow from Anastasia, and I'm placing that on my lid. I couldn't decide what color I wanted to do on my eyes, so I first went in with the gold shade, and I think I put a little bit of like that greenish lime green color from the Electric palette in the center. But basically I'm just kind of building up that outer corner, blending that into the gold for now. Even though there's so much going on with the eyes, you still want to make sure that everything is nicely blended. And then I'm going into the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit, and I'm taking that shade Blue Moon, and I sprayed this with some setting spray as well, and then I'm popping that in the tear duct. This is just going to really open up that eye because it's a lot brighter. And now I'm going on to the brows. I'm going in with the Wonder Brow Brow Gel. I believe this is in Brunette, but I'll list everything down below in the description bar. So I am first kind of combing my brow hairs upward because I wanted more of like a messy, crazy brow, or like a bushy brow for this look. So I'm first starting to get the base and, you know, combing some brow strokes. And I'm not getting too detailed just yet because I'm going to have to go back in and touch up later, just because I'm going to add in like the little triangles for the actual clown. So I'm first marking out where I want the triangles to be just with a nude eyeliner. That way it's easier and kind of gives me a guide. And then I'm going in with this black face paint. This is from Makeup Forever. This is the Flash palette. So I'm just going in with a fine liner brush and starting to map out where I want the black triangles to be and slowly building it up. You want to take your time with this. As you can see, I started out pretty thin, and then as I was trying to like define the edges of my lines, my triangles ended up getting a little bit thicker, but it's okay. Everything came together. So you just kind of want to try and keep them as symmetric as possible. They don't have to be perfect. And in all honesty, I mean, I think having a little bit of difference on each side gives it a little bit more character. So I'm just filling those in with that black paint, and you just want to kind of take your time, and then I am going to set that cream paint with some black eyeshadow as well, just so it doesn't budge and doesn't transfer, because the cream paint can be a little bit like slippery. So I'm going back in with this black eyeshadow from Anastasia and just taking my time just setting that cream paint in place. And you want to make sure and use a long wearing foundation underneath all of your makeup as well. That way all of your makeup and your hard work lasts throughout the night. And then I'm going in with this Urban Decay glitter. This is in the shade Midnight Cowboy, I believe, and I'm taking that to the center of my lid just for some pop of like shimmer. I just wanted some more character to the eyes, so I'm placing that just to the center of the lids where I had that gold shade. And then I'm going in with the NYX liquid liner, the white liquid liner, and I'm starting to give a lot of dimension to this look. I'm just placing little highlights throughout like the inner corners of my eye. I'm placing little dots along each of like the dropped down like teardrop looking things of all the colors. And this is just going to give so much life to your clown or Joker or whatever the heck this thing is. I don't even know. But I got a lot of inspiration from Milk1422 on Instagram. A lot of his face charts have like a lot of these like white dots, and it gives it so much life. Like it almost makes everything look three-dimensional, and I just love the way it looked. So I got a lot of inspiration from a couple of his face charts. So I'm just placing these white dots wherever I want. I decided to drag like a couple of little lines into the black triangles as well. I felt like it kind of made them look like wet and almost three-dimensional. And then I'm going in with these little gems and I'm gluing them at the end of each triangle. I just glued these in place with some lash glue, so just popped them on with some tweezers. And then for lashes, I'm going in with the Flutter lashes in the style Intoxicating. They're just very long and wispy. And then I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Matchstick. This is in the shade Starstruck, and I'm just popping that on with my finger. This is just going to give me a nice base for my highlight. So popping that on the cheekbones, the Cupid's bow. I like to take a little bit to the center of the chin, the tip of the nose, and bridge of the nose. And I absolutely love this cream highlighter. This is going to be a nice base, and I am going to go in with a little bit of the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit, and this is in the shade Blue Moon. So I'm just popping that on top. This is just going to set that cream product in place and intensify your highlight even more, and I thought it was so stunning. And this look is just all about having fun, just a bunch of colors, and everything comes so well together in the end. So I loved this blue highlight. I thought it was so stunning. And then I'm going back into the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm taking that shimmery teal shade, and I'm popping that on the tip of the nose. I just placed that with an eyeshadow brush, and I believe I did wet it a little bit as well, just so it's a little bit more pigmented. And then I'll go in with my I'm going in with blush. This is from Wet n Wild, and it's a bright like hot pink peachy blush. So I'm popping that onto the apples of my cheeks, and this just brought so much more color and life to the cheekbones. I felt like I had to be bright just because of everything going on with the eyes. And then I'm going in with the Stila liquid eyeliner, and I am lining that little dot on my nose just to give it a little bit more definition. And then I'm going in with that white liquid liner, and I'm doing a little bit more detailing on the nose, on the Cupid's bow. This kind of just brings your highlighted areas to life. Again, it kind of gives it like that three-dimensional effect. And now I'm going to the Anastasia lip palette, and I'm taking the black shade, and I'm starting to line my lips. And for this look, I really wanted them to be overlined as well as kind of like elongated on the sides to give you like that creepy smiling look. And so just take your time with this. I just kind of traced my lips and slowly built on them and, you know, overdrew them little by little. And then I'm going to go in with another shade. I'm going to go in with the Dose of Colors Desi and Katie collab, the liquid lipstick in this in the shade Sauvage. And I'm taking that to the center of the lips. This is just a beautiful like deep burgundy color. And then I kind of feathered everything together to make sure everything blended and it kind of had more of like an ombre effect. And then I'm also going to go in with that white eyeliner from NYX, and I'm going to give the lips some highlights as well. So on the bottom lip, I was doing like these little kind of lines just to give it more of like a pouty effect, and it almost makes it look wet in a way. And then I'm also highlighting like the arches of my lips as well. Again, I feel like it just gives them so much character and dimension, and I absolutely love the detailing that this does. And then I'm going back to the brows now that we have like our little triangles in place, and I'm actually going in with a black, I believe, cream eyeliner, and I'm starting to do some brush strokes in the brows to give them like that bushy effect. I felt like it just gave it more of like a creepy vibe, but yeah, it was still cute. So doing like some upward strokes in the front of the brows and just make them look a little bit messy. And basically this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching as always. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!